Welcome to
little
a
heart.
brand new
Welcome to
episode!
a brand new episode. Our story today is taken from Judges chapters 4 and 5, and it's about a prophetess and judge named Deborah. A long time after Joshua had died, and after other judges like Othniel, Ehud, and Shamgar had delivered Israel, the people once again forgot God's commandments. They stopped remembering all the mighty things the Lord had done for them, like parting the Red Sea, bringing them to the Promised Land, and making the walls of Jericho fall down. Instead, they started worshiping idols like Baal and Asherah. Because they disobeyed, God allowed Israel's enemies to rule over them. This time, it was King Jabin of Canaan, who ruled from a powerful city called Hazor. King Jabin's commander was a cruel man named Sisera, who had 900 fearsome iron chariots. This made his
O
army
God,
seem almost
have mercy
unstoppable.
on us.
For
Hear our
20 long
prayers in
years,
this time of
the
need.
Israelites suffered terribly under his rule. But when they finally cried out to the Lord for help, God raised up someone very special. Her name was Deborah. Now, who was Deborah? Deborah was a prophetess, a woman who heard and spoke God's words to the people. She was also a judge of Israel. She would sit under a beautiful palm
God's
tree
word
between
teaches
Ramah
us to
and
love
Bethel,
one another,
and people would
to
come
seek
from all
justice,
over to have her
and to
settle
walk
their
hand in-
disputes and to hear God's guidance. Deborah wasn't a warrior, but she was incredibly wise, courageous, and she trusted God with all her heart. One day, Deborah sent for a man named Barak. She had a message from God for him. Barak,
Take 10,000 men from the tribes of Naphtali and Zebulun and go to Mount Tabor. I will lead Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, with his chariots and troops, to the river Kishon, and I will give him into your hands.
If you go with me, I will go. But if you don't go with me, I won't go. Deborah agreed to go, but she told him,
Because of the way you are going about this, the honor will not be yours.
The Lord
will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman.
So, Barak gathered his 10,000 men, and they marched to Mount Tabor. When Sisera heard about it, he rushed there with all 900 of his iron chariots and his vast army. Then, Deborah gave the command, "Go, Barak. This is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hands. Has not the Lord gone ahead of you?" So Barak and his men charged down the mountain. And at that very moment, the Lord threw Sisera's entire army into confusion. The mighty iron chariots got stuck in the mud and all the soldiers panicked. Barak and his army defeated them all. Sisera himself jumped out of his chariot and escaped on foot. Sisera ran and ran until he came to the tent of a woman named Jael.
We need to get
She
you
was
inside.
the wife of Heber the
Fine, just
Kenite. And
help
since
me.
the Kenites were friendly with King Jabin, Sisera thought he was safe. Jael came out and welcomed him in. He was thirsty and asked for water, but she gave him milk and covered him with a blanket. Exhausted from battle and running, Sisera fell into a deep, deep sleep. Then, quietly, Jael took a tent peg and a hammer, and she drove the peg through his temple and into the ground. Sisera died right there.
We should talk
Later, when Barak came looking for Sisera, Jael came out to meet him. She said, "Come, I will show you the man you're looking for." And inside her tent, Barak found Sisera, dead. That day, God gave Israel a great victory over King Jabin of Canaan, and the Israelites eventually destroyed him completely. After this amazing victory, Deborah and Barak sang a beautiful song of praise to the Lord. In their song, they thanked God for delivering Israel. They praised Jael for her bravery, calling her most blessed among women, and they reminded everyone that it was the Lord who fought for them. And after this, for 40 years, the land of Israel had peace.
Key lessons for children. God
little hearts.
uses anyone, man
God can
or
use
woman,
anyone,
young
man or woman, young or old, who trusts in him completely. Deborah showed us what it means to be courageous and faithful, even when others are afraid. God always forgives and saves his people when they sincerely cry out to him. True victory doesn't come from our own strength or big weapons, but from God. Our next Bible story will be about Gideon. Gideon was a humble man who felt weak and unimportant. But God chose him to lead Israel to a great victory against their enemies, the Midianites. His story teaches us all about courage, trust, and how God can use even the smallest person to do mighty, mighty things. Bye-bye for now.
Bye for now, little
See
hearts.
you in the next
See you in the
episode.
next episode.